Ciao a tutti. My name is Michaela. I am going to tell you the differences that I noticed when it came to Italy and the U.S. I have two little daughters, and I lived in New York for a little while, and I noticed a lot of the things that were culturally different between living here in Northern California versus living in New York. And one of the funny things that I noticed was a lot of the hand gestures. So the things that I saw in Nada's Italy was a lot of the hand gestures that were very similar to what we use in the U.S. So the thing was the non importa, and the basta. If you want to wash your hands of someone, or you don't want to be friends with them anymore, or if you don't want to talk about a subject anymore, you just wash your hands of it. Ya basta, right? Perfetto. If you're totally okay with it, yes, perfetto. And I've noticed a lot of things when it came to like mothers that are summoning their children in the store. They say viene qui or viene qua. They say ven acá in Spanish. I'm very familiar with Spanish, so they say ven acá. And so they're saying the same thing from Italian. And vai via or get out of here, same thing. And they say the same thing when they're saying forget about it, ma via, right? Ma va, get out of here. And one really funny thing, when my ex-husband lived in, when he lived here, when he started, to live here in California, he used to speak like really Brooklyn Italian. And so he would say, Madonna mia, like if something was going wrong, whatever, and he would say, Madonna mia, but he would say it like Maronna mia. So it wasn't like all the way correct. And so I didn't know that it was incorrect, but it was one of those things that he would say, if things are going wrong, and it was like, oh, okay, this isn't going to be a good day. But if we were gonna meet someone, we would shake our hand, piacere. It's the same thing almost in the U.S. And then if we're gonna say, I don't think so, nope, I don't think so. Another thing too was the and the cozy. That was another thing that I thought was very similar to our customs in the U.S. that I thought was very interesting when it came to the Nada in Italy video. The Bruno Bozzato video I also really liked. When the thing that I really liked was the one thing that stuck with me as the bending of the rules, and the lining up the movies. In New York, nobody liked a line of people. They all used to just kind of huddle up, and nobody wanted to be first. Nobody wanted to be second. Everybody wanted to just have someone see them and just be there. And so it wasn't always, first come, first serve, as we see here in California or in other parts of the U.S. That's what I thought was really funny about that Bruno Bozzato video was, in New York, you line up at the movies. There's a lot of people lining up at the movies. Another thing that it never just seemed like an orderly line. Another thing that I saw was just being in traffic. When you're merging and stuff, when you try to merge, you either try to get in front of someone or try to get behind someone if you're trying to be courteous. And in New York, that didn't always happen. You're trying to just scrunch all up, and everybody's trying to get huddled all together. And, right away was not a thing at all. In California, a lot of times we stop for pedestrians. In New York, it's kind of like one person for themselves, and you kind of scream at the person that's not stopping for you, much like how it is in Italy if you are in the East Coast. So if anyone is familiar with that, that's one of those things that I remember from living out there. It's about 13 to 10 years ago. So from 2005 to 2008, that was my time living out there. So that was a thing that I remember from living in New York. And, a lot of the cultural differences were very much the same. So, ciao a tutti, arrivederci, and I hope everyone has a good weekend.